Hello. Hello. Am I audible, Babu? Hello. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Is the board visible? Is the board visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Today I shall do first differentiability. Heading down. Differentiability. Differentiability. Let let f x comma y let f x comma y be a function defined in capital D subset of R, then delta f is equal to f of x plus h y plus k minus f of x comma y is called increment increment of f is called increment of f at x comma y, increment of f at x comma y. লেখো f is said to be f is said to be differentiable at a comma b if we can express delta f delta f at a comma b in the form delta f is equal to a into h plus b into k plus epsilon into root under h square plus k square, where capital A and B are independent of h and k. Capital A and B are independent of h and k, and epsilon tending to 0 as h comma k tending to 0 0 tending to 0 0. So that means if we can express delta f in this way, I just a minute বাবু একটা ফোন আছে ধরো তো একটু hello, sorry Babu, hello, hello, am I audible now? Am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
সরি একটা ফোন ছিল আসলে ইলেকশন নিয়ে টানাটানি হয়ে যাচ্ছে মুশকিল ঠিক আছে দেখ so that means delta f is equal to if we can express delta f in this way and epsilon tending to 0 then we shall say that f is differentiable. Now this part is known as total derivative. I লেখো here ah plus bk is called total derivative. ah plus bk is called total derivative total derivative total derivative and it is denoted by and it is denoted by df. It is denoted by df, total derivative. দেখো last class when I have done chain rule, we have done it. df is equal to, we have done df is equal to del f del x. You can write this as note. So df is equal to del f del x, this into dx plus del f del y, this into dy. We have done. So this means actually this is known as del f del x into h plus del f del y into k, del f del y into k. Here this value is a, this value is a, and this value is b. So a মানে del f del x and b মানে del f del y. Okay, a মানে del f del x, b মানে del f del y. So we can write note here. So note here, note is, what is the note? So it is differentiable. It is differentiable when what is value of epsilon here? Epsilon is equal to delta f minus df divided by root under h square plus k square. So epsilon is equal to this. So that means দেখো, so we can say that f is differentiable if epsilon is equal to 0, epsilon is equal to this tending to 0 as h comma k tends to 0 0, as h comma k tends to 0 0. So লেখো, so that means if we can say that this tends to 0 as h comma k tends to 0, then it is differentiable. So when a function is not differentiable, I shall write this note. লেখো, therefore a function is not differentiable when this is very important, when number one, first is, we can say that when f is not continuous. Last class we have done continuity. So if f is not continuous, then it is not differentiable. We have done this from class 11-12. If a function is continuous, then it may or may not be differentiable. But if a function is not continuous, then it is guaranteed that it is not differentiable. It is not differentiable. Next is number 2. Next is if দেখো if del f del x, if del f del x or del f del y does not exist, if del f del x or del f del y does not exist, দেখো del f del y or del f del x does not exist মানে actually df does not exist, or third case, or epsilon does not tends to 0 as n tends to infinity, epsilon does not tends to 0 as n tends to infinity, so these are the possible cases. So first we shall check whether it is continuous or not. Second, if continuous, then we shall proceed second step, and if not continuous, then we shall say that it is not differentiable. Next, if it is continuous, then we shall go to this point. We shall try to calculate whether df exists or not. Whether df exists or not. Okay. If df does not exist, then we shall show that it is not differentiable. It is not differentiable. Now, if df exists, then we shall go to the next step. Go to the next step. I question lekho. Question lekho. So that, question is this, so that fxy is equal to it is xy divided by x square plus y square when x square plus y square not equal to 0, and it is 0 when x square plus y square is equal to 0, is not differentiable at 0 0, is not differentiable at 0 0. এই দেখো, this function is homogeneous function. So if I choose the path y is equal to mx, we can show that it is not continuous. And limit does not exist. Actually, limit does not exist মানে not continuous. তাই লেখো, let x comma y tends to 0 0. Let x comma y tends to 0 0 along y is equal to mx. Along y is equal to mx. Along y is equal to mx. Therefore, limit x comma y tends to 0 0. Limit x comma y tends to 0 0 xy divided by x square plus y square is equal to limit in place of y we shall put x. It is m into x square. It is x square plus m square x square. Limit x tends to 0. That is m divided by 1 plus m square, which is different for different values of m. Which is different for different values of m. Therefore, Therefore, limit does not exist. Therefore, limit does not exist, and hence the function is not continuous. at at 0 comma 0. So fxy is not continuous at 0 comma 0. Therefore, fxy is not differentiable at 0 0, not differentiable at 0 0.
So,
Next, হ্যাঁ বলো।
so function fxy is not differentiable at 0, 0, right?
হুম। নেক্সট লেখো, so that fxy is equal to, question is this, f of x comma y is equal to, it is mod x plus mod y is not differentiable at 0 0. It is not differentiable at 0 0. এই দেখো, here it is clearly continuous because denominator is not 0, so it will be continuous at 0 0. So that means first logic we shall not use. So let us now use second thing. Try to calculate del f del x. I লেখো fx at 0 0, fx at 0 0, this is limit h tends to 0, f of 0 plus h comma 0 minus f of 0 0 divided by h. So this is limit h tends to 0, f of h plus 0 মানে it is mod h minus f of 0 0 is 0 divided by h, which does not exist. Mod h by h, this will be either plus 1 or minus 1. So which does not exist. Therefore, df does not exist. df does not exist, and hence f is not differentiable at 0 0. f is not differentiable at 0 0. f is not differentiable at 0 0. নেক্সট দেখো, question is this, so that fxy is equal to, it is xy divided by root under x square plus y square, when x square plus y square is not equal to 0, and it is 0 when x square plus y square is equal to 0 0, is not differentiable at 0 0, is not differentiable at 0 0. এই দেখো, it will become continuous. It will become continuous if you check by using, if you check it by using definition, it will be continuous. Now so second step try करो, del f del s calculate करो. Del f del x is equal to, just I can write it, fx at 0 0. Fx at 0 0 is equal to limit h tends to 0, f of h comma 0 minus f of 0 0 divided by h. So this is limit h tends to 0, f of h comma 0 মানে in place of x I shall put h and in place of y we shall put 0. So finally it will be 0 divided by h, which is 0. Fx at 0 0 is equal to 0. And similarly fy at 0 0 is equal to also 0. Therefore df is equal to, this is del f del x into dx মানে it is h, plus del f del y, this into k, which is equal to 0. Del f del x into h plus del f del y, this into k is equal to 0. So df is equal to 0. Delta f calculate करो. So we are getting df. Now delta f calculate करो. So delta f is equal to, it is f of 0 plus h 0 plus k minus f of 0 0. So this is equal to, it is h into k by root under, it is h square plus k square h square plus k square. So we are getting df, we are getting del f. Now calculate करो epsilon. देखो, therefore epsilon is equal to, what are you getting? Therefore epsilon is equal to, this is del f minus df divided by root under, it is h square plus k square. So this is equal to delta f মানে it is h into k divided by root under h square plus k square, df মানে 0 divided by this মানে it is also root under h square plus k square. So this is equal to hk divided by h square plus k square. Now if this epsilon tending to 0, then we shall say that it is continuous, sorry, it is differentiable. Check करो. So this limit exists or not, check करो. I देखो clearly it is homogeneous. Just you can use it. Homogeneous function is not is not continuous. Homogeneous function will be not continuous every time. লেখো, let h comma k we can show in this way. Let h comma k tends to 0 0 along k is equal to m into h, along k is equal to m into h. Therefore, limit h comma k tends to 0 0, limit h comma k tends to 0 0, this epsilon is equal to limit, I shall put k is equal to mh here, so it is m into h square divided by h square, it is m square h square, limit h tends to 0, this is equal to m divided by 1 plus m square, which is different for different values of m, which is different for different values of m. Therefore, limit does not exist, and hence and hence it is not and hence limit does not tends to 0 mane, so we shall say that and hence f is not differentiable at 0 0, at 0 0. Write 2 homeworks, you will do this, you will do this. এই দেখো, fxy is equal to, this is first homework, fxy is equal to, it is x cube minus y cube divided by x square plus y square when x comma y is not equal to 0 0 and it is 0 when x comma y is equal to 0 0 is equal to 0 0 is not differentiable at 0 0, is not differentiable at 0 0. Next homework, so that fxy is equal to root under modulus of xy is not differentiable at 0 0, is not differentiable at 0 0. You will do this. And third homework is this, so that fxy is equal to, it is xy x square minus y square divided by x square plus y square when x square plus y square is not equal to 0 and it is 0 when x square plus y square is equal to 0, is differentiable at 0 0, is differentiable at 0 0. Clear, Babu? It is differentiable at 0 0. You have to show this. Next লেখো, maximum or minimum for function of two variables, for function of two variables, we shall find maximum or minimum. দেখো here I shall do almost same process which we have done for first variable, for one variable. In case of function of one variable, what we have done, suppose y is equal to fx is a function, so f dash x is equal to 0 karo, this will give you x is equal to something, this will give you x is equal to something, and at that point we shall find, at that point we shall test whether maximum or minimum value exists. So here in case of two variable, what will you do? I লেখো so what will you do? First fx is equal to 0 and fy is equal to 0. This will give you some point, this will give you some point, suppose a comma b, suppose point a comma b. At a comma b, at a comma b there may exist maximum, minimum or no extreme value. So how can I let if x comma y, if x comma y will have an extreme value, if x comma y will have extreme value when so this has extreme value when h is equal to fxx into fyy minus fxy whole square is greater than 0, when h is equal to fxx into fyy minus fxy square is greater than 0, and maximum value exists, লেখো maximum value exists when fxx or fyy is less than 0. We have done second order derivative less than 0 মানে maximum value present, and for minimum value fxx or fyy greater than 0, greater than 0. So if h is if h is greater than 0, then only we shall check maximum or minimum exist or not, and if h is less than 0, if h is less than 0, then there is no extreme value, there is no extreme value, and if h is equal to 0, if h is equal to 0, then we need further consideration, we need further consideration, further consideration. So we shall use this result. I লেখো find extreme value if exist of the following functions, find extreme values of the following functions if exist. Number one, first is this. Number one, fxy is equal to, this is twice x square minus x into y plus 2y square minus 20x. So we shall calculate first fx. Fx is equal to 4x minus y minus 20. Fy is equal to minus x plus 4y. fxx calculate करो, it is 4. fyy is equal to 4 and fxy or fyx here will be same. fxy মানে first derivative with respect to y, that means this, then we shall differentiate with respect to x, so it will be minus 1. Now we shall consider these two equations. So fx is equal to 0 gives you 4x minus y minus 20 is equal to 0, and fy is equal to 0 gives you minus x plus 4y is equal to 0. This is number 1. So from here we get x is equal to 4y. X is equal to 4y. Putting x in 1 we get, putting x in 1 we get, I find value of x and y. Find value of x and y. Find values of x and y. So if we put values of x here, we are getting, this is 16y minus y মানে 15y minus 20 is equal to 0. So y is equal to 5 cancel करो, it is 4 by 3. So x is equal to, it will be 16 by 3. देखो तो is it right or wrong? So therefore stationary point is 16 by 3. नाम लगाओ. Stationary point is capital A, 16 by 3, 4 by 3, 16 by 3, 4 by 3. Stationary point is this. Now at this point we shall find this derivative. So lekho, therefore fxx at capital A is equal to 4, fyy at capital A is equal to 4, fxy at capital A is equal to minus 1. Therefore h is equal to fxx into fyy minus fxy square 15. It is greater than 0. So greater than 0 মানে maximum or minimum value exist. নাও ম্যাক্সিমাম অর মিনিমাম টেস্ট করো। তাই লেখো since f(x) is greater than 0, since f(x) greater than 0, দেখো f(x) is greater than 0 মানে মিনিমাম ভ্যালু এক্সিস্ট। তাই লেখো therefore fxy has minimum value at capital A, fxy has minimum value at capital A. নেক্সট লেখো fxy is equal to number 2, fxy is equal to 4x square minus x into y plus 4 into y square plus x cube into y plus x into y cube minus 4x square minus xy plus 4y square plus x cube into y plus x into y cube minus 4. So fx calculate করো। fx is equal to, this is 8x minus y plus 3x square into y plus y cube, fy মানে minus x 8y plus x cube plus 3x into y square, fxx মানে it is 8 plus 6x into y, fyy মানে it is 8 plus 6 into xy, and fxy মানে fx with respect to y মানে we shall differentiate fx with respect to y, so it is minus 1 plus 3x square plus 3y square. Now fx is equal to 0, this implies here we get 8x minus y plus 3x square y plus y cube is equal to 0, this is number 1, and fy is equal to 0 মানে we are getting minus x plus 8y plus x cube plus 3x into y square is equal to 0, this is number 2. We shall solve to get x and y, we shall solve it to get x and y. দেখো if we add them, what are you getting? 1 plus 2, this করো 1 plus 2 gives you are getting 7x plus 7y, and remaining 4 terms will give you x plus y whole cube is equal to 0. So this will give you x plus y common, we are getting it is 7 plus x plus y whole square, this is equal to 0, this equal to 0. Clearly this is not equal to 0, so we are getting x plus y is equal to 0, that is y is equal to minus x, y is equal to minus x. देखो, putting y in 1 we get putting y in 1 we get, what are we getting? Putting y in 1 we get, so from 1 we are getting, if I put y is equal to minus x, it is 9x. Y is equal to minus x, মানে it is minus of 3x square, sorry, minus of 3x cube, and this will become minus of x cube, this equal to 0. So x common, it is 9 minus 4x square is equal to 0, that is x is equal to 0, and x is equal to plus minus, this will become 3 by 2. X is equal to plus minus 3 by 2. When x is equal to 0, when x is equal to 0, when x equal to 0, y is equal to 0, this, and when x is equal to plus minus 3, y is equal to minus plus 3, minus plus 3,
सर प्लस माइनस 3/2 तो
sorry 3 by 2, 3 by 2, it is 3 by 2, 3 by 2. Therefore stationary points are, আমি এটা মুছে দিলাম, আচ্ছা থাক একটু। Therefore the stationary points are, what are the stationary points? Therefore the stationary points are 0 0, stationary points are origin 0 0, a 3 by 2 comma minus 3 by 2, 3 by 2 comma minus 3 by 2, b minus 3 by 2 comma 3 by 2, minus 3 by 2 comma 3 by 2.
सर -3/2 -3/2 হবে না
না প্লাস মাইনাস ছিল তো, if x equal to minus x equal to minus y ছিল তাই না, or y is equal to minus x something.
ओके सर
Now at these 3 points you have to check, at 0 0 point what are you getting, at o 0 0 point what are you getting, fx fxx is equal to 8, fyy is equal to 8, fxy is equal to minus 1. Therefore h is equal to fxx into fyy, that is 64 minus 1, 63. This is greater than 0. So h is greater than 0 মানে maximum or minimum exist. লেখো, so since fxx is greater than 0, since fxx is greater than 0, therefore since fxx is greater than 0, therefore f has minimum at 0 0, therefore f has minimum at 0 0, I now please Babu, just check at A point. At A point what are you getting? At A point check করো. At A point please check fxx, fyy, fxy and h calculate করো and tell me what are you getting. এই করেছো বলো বাবু ডান এই করলে কেউ
Yes, sir.
হ্যাঁ বলো কি পেয়েছো h is equal to
Minus
বলো h is কত
the answer.
কত পেলে বলো ওটা এত সময় লাগছে এই কি পেলে h is equal to এত ক্যালকুলেশন করতে পরীক্ষা শেষ হয়ে যাবে তো পরীক্ষা
Sir, minus 126.
-126 দিস ইজ লেস দ্যান 0 যদি তাই হয় তা লেস দ্যান 0 মানে নো এক্সট্রিম পয়েন্ট so therefore there is no extreme point at a therefore there is no extreme point at capital A so no extreme point মানে Therefore A is, we shall say that therefore A is saddle point. A is saddle point. At B point your homework. At B point your homework. You will do this. At B point your homework. Write two homeworks. Write two homeworks. This is number 1. Exact sum number 3. fxy is equal to, it is x cube plus 3x into y square minus 15x square minus 15x square minus 15y square plus 72x. I hints लिखे रखो. Here you will get stationary points are, you will get these points and then you will check. You will get stationary points 6 0 4 0 5 1 5 minus 1. These are the stationary points. Number 4. This is fxy is equal to xy plus 8 by x plus 8 by y. Here you will get stationary point. Here stationary point is only 2, 2. This is the stationary point 2, 2. नेक्स्ट लिखो. This is number 5. This sum is important. fxy is equal to, it is 2 into x minus y whole square minus x to the power 4 minus y to the power 4. Solution देखो. fx is equal to 4 into x minus y minus 4x cube. fy is equal to minus of 4 into x minus y minus 4y cube. fxx is equal to 4 minus 12x square. fyy is equal to 4 minus 12y square. And fxy is equal to minus of 4. fxy is minus of 4. Look, fx is equal to 0. fx equal to 0. So this equal to 0 gives you x minus y is equal to x cube. And fy is equal to 0 will give you x minus y is equal to minus of y cube. This is number 1. It is number 2. From 1 and 2 we get,
স্ক্রিনটা ব্লার হয়ে গেছে.
দেখো ঠিক হয়ে যাবে. দেখ নেটওয়ার্ক প্রবলেম. ঠিক আছে, এবার ক্লিয়ার হয়েছে?
না স্যার, ফোকাসটা হচ্ছে না.
এটা নেটওয়ার্ক, তো ওয়াইফাই।
না স্যার এবার ঠিক আছে।
এবার ঠিক আছে? এই লেখো, from 1 and 2 what are you getting? যে x cube is equal to minus of y cube, x cube is equal to minus of y cube, that is x is equal to minus of y, x is equal to minus of y. So what are we getting? If I put here x is equal to minus y, then from 1 we get x equal to minus y মানে it is minus 2y is equal to minus y cube, that is y is equal to 0 and y is equal to plus minus root 2. So y is equal to 0, this implies from here x is equal to 0 and y is equal to plus minus root 2. This implies x is equal to minus plus root 2, x is equal to minus plus root 2. Therefore stationary points are O it is 0 0, A it is root 2 minus when x is plus root 2 y will be minus root 2, and number B when A is root 2, when x is minus root 2 y will be root 2, y will be root 2. At 0 0 point check করো, what are you getting? I shall do at 0 0 and you will do at A and B. So at 0 0 what are you getting? At 0 0 what are you getting? At 0 0 I calculate করো, fxx ক্যালকুলেট করো, fyy ক্যালকুলেট করো, fxy ক্যালকুলেট করো, I calculate করো, what are you getting?
স্যার তিনটেই মানে 4 4 মাইনাস 4 আসবে।
4 4 minus 4, 4 4 minus 4, আচ্ছা, then what is value of h?
জিরো।
বলো what h is 0 না, h is 0 মানে what is then, বলো what is then?
স্যার ওই তো উই নিড ফার্দার কনসিডারেশন লেখা রয়েছে।
We need further consideration. So h is equal to 0, we need further consideration. What does it mean? So h is equal to 0, so we need further consideration, তাই না? বল, so how can I check now? দেখ লেখো h is equal to 0, therefore we need further consideration how can I check দেখ we need further consideration আচ্ছা এগুলো মুছে দিলাম দেখ f of 0 0 at 0 point f of 0 0 is equal to 0 for points x comma 0 on x-axis for points x comma 0 on x-axis এই দেখো so what is value of f is equal to for x comma 0 when y is equal to 0, so this will become 2x square minus x to the power 4, so it is x square, this is 2 minus x square, clearly it is greater than 0 for points লেখো it is greater than 0 দেখো if x is very close to 0 then it is positive, so it is greater than 0 for points in the neighborhood of 0 0, it is greater than 0 for points in the neighborhood of 0 0, but for the point লেখো but for the points along y is equal to x, for the points along y is equal to x, f is equal to minus 2x to the power 4, it is less than 0. এই দেখো so this is origin, it is origin, at origin value is 0 when point on x-axis value is greater than 0, and if I consider a point on y is equal to x, then value is negative, so we cannot say anything লেখো therefore f of 0 0, therefore f of 0 0 is not an extreme value, f of 0 0 is not an extreme value, f of 0 0 is not an extreme value. F of 0 0 is not an extreme value. Write it. So calculus part we have completed. So now just I shall start ring and field. Ring and field. Calculus part completed. Have you done what I have done? Now have you done maximum minima in your college? हाँ बाबू, I बोलो have you done it?
ऐसा করিয়েছে
হ্যাঁ শুনেছি, এই তো তোমাদের গ্রুপ থিওরি করিয়েছি, আমি তোমাদের রিং অ্যান্ড ফিল্ডটা করাবো, খুলছি আমি, লেখো হেডিং দাও রিং অ্যান্ড ফিল্ড, রিং অ্যান্ড ফিল্ড। what is called ring and what is called field. এক second দাও। What is ring and field? এই দাঁড়াও একটু, 1 মিনিট, একটা ফোন এসছে, 1 মিনিট হোল্ড করো তো।
Sir, sir, not able to hear you.